I'll be honest with you, I've been struggling with an injury for a while now. I've been struggling with an injury. I'm trying to work my way out of it. However, I see there might be a need for me to see a physiotherapist in order to iron it out because it is stalling my progress when it comes to leg workouts, actually. Basically, my squats. I'm not squatting lately. I'm not squatting. I'm not leg pressing. When I do have a leg day, it's going to be just leg extensions, leg curls, and some calves. The size of my legs hasn't really gotten smaller, but I can feel that my legs are not being worked to their total potential, you know what I mean? But however, I think I will work towards it soon enough, rehabilitate it, and then slowly get back into squatting. Man, I can't wait. You know, it's crazy. I feel like there's one thing we do. We tend to take shit for granted. From my personal experience, I take a lot of shit for granted in the gym. Your strength, never take that for granted. Never take any movement in the gym, never take that shit for granted. Being injured does affect me mentally, and it affects me to a certain extent whereby emotionally and mentally, actually not emotionally, mentally, I have less confidence and I have less enthusiasm. Let's say I go into the gym and I can't do a certain movement, and it's probably that day. I go to the gym and I can't train that specific muscle. Now, for example, imagine going to the gym, doing your full routine for the week. You have your push day, your pull day, but you can't do legs or you can't do push day. Your ability to work, to exercise a certain movement, to exercise a certain way, always be grateful for that. I actually was injured as well in 2015, like 10 years ago. And back then, I actually had the same epiphany whereby I needed to realize that I was taking shit for granted. Taking shit for granted is something we all do. It's a basic human flaw. The more it happens, the more you realize that I was actually blessed when I could do this, or I was blessed when I had this. And I think you could actually apply this to any aspect of life. If you're able to do anything actually in life, if you're able to do that, it's a blessing. Being able to drive to work, for example, you might be like, oh, work is so far, I have to drive in traffic in the morning, but it's a blessing. You get to drive to work. I read this book once that said, adjust your mentality from, oh, I have to do this, oh, I have to do that, oh, I have to pay my bills, from that to actually saying, oh, I get to go to work, I get to pay my bills, I get to go to the gym, I get to eat healthy. Anything. Apply that to anything. So anything which is undesirable that I have to XYZ that you find undesirable. Shift your mindset from that to I get to do this. It's something that's beneficial mentally, and when a time comes that that task is not something you can do anymore, or for some reason no longer part of your life, you are going to realize that I actually miss that activity. Let us be grateful for everything we do, even the things you don't want to do, man. I have to buy milk. I have to buy groceries. Oh, my grocery fees. I get to buy groceries. I'm so blessed that I get to buy groceries. I'm so blessed that I get to be able to afford groceries. I'm so grateful that I get to pay rent. Even though you wouldn't like to, you still have to because wherever you're renting, you are being afforded a place to stay. Shift your mentality from I have to do this to I get to do this. I get to shower. I get to dress well. I get to go to the mall. I get to go buy bread. I get to wash my car. I get to go to the gym. I get to see people. I get to breathe. Anything. So yeah, man, that's my post-workout clarity. Shift our mentality from I have to I get to. 5 days a week we have to go to work, right? We have to. Some of us find it undesirable. We'd rather chill at home. Do you know how many people are wishing they could be in a position whereby they go to work? Irrelevant of how much we earn at our respective jobs, you get to. Let that message simmer. I'm out.